Good afternoon, graduates, guests, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Convocation at the University of Waterloo. My name is Feridun Hamdalapur, and I have the honor of serving as President and Vice Chancellor of this great institution. And it's my privilege to welcome you all to campus for this celebration. I'd like to begin by acknowledging that we are gathered today on the traditional territory of the neutral Anishinaabe and Haudenosaunee peoples. Would you please remain standing and join me and join Birgit Mushinski to sing our national anthem.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all thy sons command, car ton bras est pour te le payer, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée, tes plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Please be seated. Sadly, this spring I haven't had the chance to listen to the Canadian anthem very often because hockey playoffs didn't involve a Canadian team, so it's a shame. It's my pleasure to welcome you all here. My name's Tom Jenkins. I'm the Chancellor of the University of Waterloo. Graduates, family and friends, President Hamdalapur, Provost Orchard, honored guests, faculty and staff, I'm honored to be joining you today to celebrate our graduating class. You've worked hard for this milestone, and by the looks of this very packed gymnasium, you've had some help along the way. I think they may be here to celebrate the fact that you may be going off the payroll soon. But welcome to all parents and friends. This is obviously a tremendous milestone in your life, and what you've accomplished is immense. And we'd like to celebrate that today. And as you go through this, we hope that you found your time here inspirational and memorable. Hopefully, the hard memories will fade and the good memories will remain. For me, I've been on the campus as an entrepreneur for more than 15 years, and in Waterloo here, working with the university for more than 30. So I've seen many of your alum come and go. And it's been a remarkable run for this university. This year marks the 24th year in a row that the University of Waterloo is considered Canada's most innovative university. So hopefully you'll carry on that tradition of innovation. And my wife Toby, who's also an alum, we've watched this university grow and become the institution that you now know it. And I hope that you'll contribute to its further growth in the future. So today we're here to celebrate the awarding of degrees, and we're going to begin by conferring an honorary title and honorary degree on individuals who have distinguished themselves in the academy. will then move on to confer bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees. Finally, awards will be presented to a distinguished faculty member, and a medal will be awarded to a graduating student who has excelled in their studies. The only order I get to give as Chancellor today is that this must happen in less than 2 hours. So hopefully that will come to pass. We would ask that you remain in your seats until Convocation is adjourned and the academic procession has left the hall. I hope, graduates, that you'll remember that you're now part of a much greater community, and one that we hope to welcome you back here in the years, both virtually and in person. And I also hope that you will give back to the future graduates with your time, with contributions, with networking. There's all kinds of different ways, but those before you did the same. So I hope you'll do that as well. So I look forward to seeing each of you as you come across the stage, and I'd now like to invite Robert Delow, Professor of the School of Environment, Resource, and Sustainability, to the podium. Robert.
Thank you, Mr. President, thank you. Mr. Chancellor, I present Bruce Mitchell. For 46 years at the University of Waterloo, Professor Mitchell has made exceptional contributions to the field of geography and environmental management in Canada and internationally. His prodigious scholarship is characterized by thoughtful, insightful, and practical writing about human choices and environmental management. During his lengthy career, thousands of undergraduate and graduate students have benefited from his firm but gentle teaching in courses as diverse as non-parametric statistics, water planning and management, and resource management. Students, faculty, and staff at the university have been well served by Bruce Mitchell's extraordinary contributions as a department chair, associate dean, associate vice president academic, and as associate provost. Professional organizations and governments at all levels in Canada and around the world have benefited from his leadership and advice. Bruce Mitchell has been recognized in various ways for his accomplishments. His accomplishments in excellence in teaching were formally recognized in 1996 through a University of Waterloo Distinguished Teacher Award. In 2005, he was elected as a Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada and as a Fellow of the International Water Resources Association. In 2008, he was awarded the Massey Medal from the Royal Canadian Geographical Society and appointed as Honorary Fellow. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding scholarly contributions, his teaching excellence, and his exemplary service to the academic and professional communities, I request that you award the title of Distinguished Professor Emeritus to Bruce Mitchell.
I'm honored to confer upon you, Bruce Mitchell, the title of Distinguished Professor Emeritus. I extend my sincere congratulations.
I now invite Jonathan Price, Professor, Department of Geography and Environmental Management, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Ming-Ko Wu. Professor Ming-Ko Wu is a pioneer in the hydrology of difficult places. He is an eminent scientist whose contributions to our understanding of the distribution and movement of water in remote Arctic and wetland areas is unparalleled in Canada and probably the world. With over 190 published articles and an army of highly trained students who have gone on to important university and government labs. His impact on Canadian hydrology is profound and ongoing. Professor Wu's foremost academic contribution is to cold regions hydrology, as one of Canada's first to systematically study terrestrial water in Canada's Arctic. His work led to an understanding of the sensitivity of northern ecosystems to snow distribution and melt, and the role of permafrost and its thaw on the key hydrological and ecosystem processes. This seems poignant today, knowing how climate change is so profound in the Arctic. Throughout his career, Professor Wu has a parallel interest in the hydrology of wetland and peatland systems. The geographical range of this research stretches from the high Arctic, where he studied how late-lying snowmelt sustains the biological oases in Ellesmere Island, to the low Arctic, where permafrost has sustained wetlands in the summertime, and to the James Bay lowland, where the geomorphical characteristics have resulted in one of the world's largest wetlands. He recognized early on that, contrary to popular opinion, wetlands are not particularly good at reducing high flows. Wetlands exist in wet places, and thus the available water storage capacity is limited, except during the driest times of the year. So, Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding contributions in the field of cold regions hydrology and wetlands hydrology in Canada, and his eminent academic research and training, I request that you confer the degree of Doctor of Environmental Studies at the University of Waterloo to Min-Ko Wu.
I'm honored to confer upon you, Min-Ko Wu, the degree of Doctor of Environmental Studies, honoris causa. I extend my sincere congratulations.
I now invite Dr. Wu to address the convocation.
Chancellor Jenkins, Mr. President, honorable guests, esteemed faculty members, and of course, our fellow graduates, good afternoon. The true North, strong and free. You heard that before? It was in French just a moment ago, right? This is in English, right? This is part of our national anthem. When I first came to Canada in the centennial year, that was 49 years ago, that you could tell how old I am, right? The North has always been a fascinating subject for me. And then when I reached the Arctic, it greatly exceeded my expectation. Let me reminisce a bit. I think Mr. President would agree with me about all these fantastic features that you encounter when you go north. The silence was so pure that it gives a fresh interpretation of the concept, this is science, of absolute zero. And then you could see the springtime with all those powerful breakup of rivers when huge, massive ice floes crash against the shoreline and snap the trees like matchsticks. And then in summertime, you see the 24-hour sun stretching the shadows almost to infinity. But then comes the wintertime, and then this horrible, horrible wind that sweeps right across the open tundra, uninterrupted. And that gives rise to a horrible, bone-chilling whiteout that makes it very, very hazardous for those who trek across the open land. Now, with all these serenity and severity of our north, that poses challenges, but at the same time, inspiration for us to find out about all its hidden facets and to try to discover the various processes that lead to the creation. I've done research in the Arctic and subarctic and the southern area and somewhere else for over 40 years. And in this, I have been ably helped by my students and research associates. So this honor that is bestowed on me today is also a reflection of their contribution. So I, at this time, like to acknowledge their contributions. Now, I'd like to give you some new information about environment. I don't need to do that. You know why. There is such a thing called internet. You used that before, haven't you? That's when you had a few drinks the night before and stay a bit too late, so you missed the morning lectures, and then you want to catch up, so you internet, right? So you've done that before, so you know what I mean, right? So I cannot compete with Google. It's got far more money than I do. So I'm not going to tell you anything new about the environment, but I like to leave you with a couple of remarks. The first thing is that as we start looking at the environment and get an answer to one question that we have, it somehow would generate questions that are even more profound. So it would lead us to something which is deeper. So this echoes the verses, or at least the lines. This is some predecessors of mine, of Lord Alfred Tennyson. You know who he was, right? He's dead, but anyway. His poem, Ulysses, says, "Yet all experience is an arch, wherethrough gleams the untraveled world, whose margin fades forever and forever as we move." Learning is a lifelong experience, a lifelong venture. And if you say you are Ulysses, it's a lifelong adventure. Right? So please bear in mind that learning does not stop. Another thing I like to say is that some of those words of wisdom or things that we learn from textbooks might have their limitations. When I was a student, the textbook says that if you want to solve the problem of pollution near where you are, you make the chimney higher so that all the pollutants would go higher up into the atmosphere, and therefore you're all right locally. Right? So everybody thinks this is great. I'll do that. He'll do that. She'll do that. Everybody does that. So we'll keep on pumping all these great stuff like carbon and so on up into the atmosphere. Now the atmosphere, like our stomachs and lunches and so on, can only eat that much. And so when everybody does that, we have things called global warming or climate change. So although a lot of these have been pumped up in the temperate tropical areas, the North is not immune. So now what we see in the newspaper or internet anyway, is that the glaciers are shrinking. We have a disastrous increase in a lot of these calamities. And we have the unprecedented shrinkage of sea ice. And also, this helped to change the circulation pattern of the atmosphere and generating more extreme events. Floods, droughts, and so on becomes more common and more serious, and so on. So what I want to say is that solutions, if they are not really well thought out and not well balanced, you could solve the problem on a local scale, but they could have a contribution to problems that are of a global proportion. So now, this is very tedious, you say, right? So what I expect that most of you would do would be to have a career in the future, but I know that somehow, directly or indirectly, it would be related or have something to do with the environment. So whether you be in the political, social, economic, scientific, education, or any other sector of the workforce, we have to be really concerned about the environmental issues. So I do not want to hold you too long because I think you are very eager to take my place up here, right? And I know that very likely in a few years' time, a few hours maybe, a few minutes' time, you would have forgotten everything I said. I won't hold it against you because you asked me, do I remember the talk given when I had my first degree? You know what my answer is. Honestly, nothing. Right? So it's not new, so that's okay. I could understand that. I can relate to that. But I just still want to repeat two things. One thing is, as I said before, never stop learning for the rest of your life, I would say. And the second thing is, when you are looking at problems on a local scale, solution on a local scale, make sure you have a broad, global, or wider, regional at least, perspective to make sure that whatever solution you have is reasonable and doable, right? So, my fellow graduates, I think you heard enough from me, and if you remember these 2 points, I would be really very much obliged, right? And so the future, you know, is yours, and you share it with your friends and family. So today, let us rejoice and share your crowning success with your family and friends. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Ian Orchard, and I have the privilege of being the Vice President Academic and Provost. Let me thank Min-Ko Wu for his inspiring, thoughtful, and considered words, which I'm sure you will all remember. And let me welcome him to our group of Waterloo's distinguished alumni. And now we're going to create a few more alumni. Would the graduating class please rise as you are able? Mr. Chancellor, I present those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the University, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining.
Please be seated. And now let me invite Ishani Kumar
to deliver the valedictory address. Ishani.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, beloved parents, family, friends, and finally, environment graduates of 2016. I'm deeply humbled and honored to stand before you today. Environment graduates of 2016. To quote a profound philosopher, the Canadian musician, Drake, "We started from the bottom, now we're here." Whether starting from a high school diploma, an undergraduate degree, or a master's degree, this journey at Waterloo began with a blank page that we hope to fill with newfound knowledge and unforgettable memories. Think back to a few years ago. That was the beginning of our first chapter, accepting the challenge. You were waiting for your acceptance letter, that email telling you, "Congratulations, you've received an offer of admission to UWaterloo." How did you feel? It was nerve-wracking. It was exciting. It was overwhelming. But a part of us felt unstoppable and ready to change the world. Chapter 2, learning to dodge the geese and other obstacles. During our first year, we tried to find our way around campus, at times feeling lost. We sought the best study spots, adjusted to the workload, searched for friends who would become lifelong, but most of all, dodged attacks by mama geese defending their babies around campus. This was just the beginning of our lives here at Waterloo. Chapter 3 was the most difficult, the climb to the top. Before we knew it, we were swamped with academic papers, applying for our first co-op placements, trying to maintain a work-life balance, and figuring out what we were truly passionate about. We were constantly challenged with uncertainty, especially as we climbed that hill towards St. Paul's University College, not knowing whether we would make it in one piece. But we became resilient. We became wiser, more confident. We endured. Chapter 4, views from the top. The final chapter was about finding identity, looking out from the top after accomplishing our goals and being clearer in our vision. The next hill to climb is finding our place in the world. My parents always asked me where my degree in environment and business would take me. And like many, I struggled to define the possibilities. I eventually realized our degrees empowered us to be global change makers and to be at the front line of environmental issues. Although we graduate from different fields of environment, we all have something in common. We were given the tools to create sustainable solutions in order to address complex challenges facing our world. We have waited for this very moment to finish our degrees and take our next steps, whether they lead to a new job, further education, or wherever life takes us. But we cannot forget the Faculty of Environment being our home for the past few years. We came across individuals who were supportive, kind, intelligent, and passionate. This was most evident in our interactions at the Environment Coffee Shop. A day wouldn't be complete without our caffeine fix and discussing our joys and fears with our friends who would brighten up our day. Our friends became our support system and motivated us to go above and beyond. I would like to now take a moment to thank all the people who've been with us on this transformative journey. This climb wouldn't be possible without our friends, our family, our professors, and mentors who've been with us through all our ups and downs. Thank you for sharing your wisdom and enthusiasm with us, and for challenging us to continually become better people. So on behalf of the class of 2016, I want to extend our sincerest gratitude to you all. Now, as we go forward, we may endure the same cycle of acceptance, discomfort, and obstacles. The future may feel uncertain, but the story we write is determined by how we navigate the uncertainties and the chances we take. We are here today because we strove to move forward despite all our personal and academic challenges. Let's write the next chapter fearlessly. Let's take advantage of every opportunity that comes our way. Let's make a vow to always challenge ourselves to be better today than we were yesterday. Let's take what we've learned and make our world better than we found it. So today, we are at the end of chapter 4. What title will you give the next one? Congratulations, class of 2016. We made it.
Well, thank you, Shani, for your inspiring words, which we will also remember. And yes, this is the moment. Chancellor, President, honored guests, and participants. Well, this is a great day. Convocation is perhaps the most rewarding occasion in the life of a university. It evokes our ancient rights and privileges and stirs us with a promise of new beginnings. On behalf of our University of Waterloo administration team, I'd like to formally thank all of those who have made today possible. To the parents, family, and friends of our graduates, especially those of you who have traveled from afar, thank you. To the university community for developing these scholars and developing this outstanding event for our new alumni, thank you. And of course, we acknowledge those who have been unable to join us today, but we feel their presence. We'll now do something slightly different, and I'll ask the graduates to actually remain seated. But I would like all the parents, family, friends, event coordinators, and the band to rise as you are able. Graduates, if you look around, find out where your family, friends are. And remarkably, they wave to you, and you wave back. Graduates, let's thank all those who have made your convocation so special. Please be seated. As we prepare to confer degrees, I have a few notes. If you'd like to take photos, you may do so in the area to your left of the platform. Please enter this area by going down the left side of the gym and down the hallway. If you approach this area just before your special graduate is about to proceed across the stage, you can take pictures. Once you've taken your photos, please return to your seats to allow others to take photos of their special graduates. Please remember that some students' names begin with an A, which means others may very well begin with a Z. It is not their fault. Please show respect to all your fellow classmates by returning to your seat after being hooded, so that we can all share in this celebration together. And now we do have the good stuff. We will now proceed to the conferring of the degrees. I invite Jean Andre, Dean, Faculty of Environment, to announce the graduates' names. Jean.
Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, General Geography, and Environmental Management program. Alexandra N. Averingham, Jasmine Frendo, Matthew James Harford, Grant Daniel Hemstock, Brent Richard Malecki, John Costa Siriopoulos, Kelly Hoi Ing Wong, thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors, Environment and Business. Kiran Adagithala, Aruna Aftab, Mohammed Ahmed, Michael Jordan Armel, Kyle Michael Arnold, Christine Awad, Tien Cheng Chow, Vanessa Carvalho, Mavis Chan, Sharon Chow, Chris Chappell, Chun Jung Chen, Byung Chel Andrew Choi, Jeffrey Daniel Chung, Stephen Collins, Sasha Marie Corrent, Jiao Hao Chu, Helia Delgani, Men Cheng Du, Elizabeth Michelle Dworchak, Cyril Diane Louise Edmonds, Yu Chen Feng, Jocelyn Alejandra Garrido, Monica Ganest, Jeremy James Gilchrist, Jordan Bruce Thomas Grieve, Yui Hui, Emily Elspeth Holland, Nikhil Jaga, Kimberly Jogi, Natalie Kaleta, Rizwan Kasim, Ishani Kumar. Our guest is also the recipient of the Faculty of Environment for Distinguished Academic Achievement Award, Christopher Kolenk. Phoebe W. Lay, Aaron Matthew Laser, Yingzhu Li. Ni Yong Lin, Chang Liu, Christopher Chun Yin Lo. Rachel Elise Hutchison Low, Cindy Liu, Suyi Ma. Lana Kristen Marcy, Helen Elizabeth Marsh, Angela May. Natalia Murkajic, Kara Jean Muro, Philip George Walter Murphy. Amanda M. Myers, Gabriela Nunez, Andrew O'Connell. Gregory Thomas Olton, Nadine Pinto, Anja Price. Shu Wen Chiang, Fariha Rahman, Kanwarpal Randhawa. Kaylee Marie Rice, Bianca Rose Salive, Laura Finley Sampliner. Nicholas William Sarantakos, Feng Shen, Kai Shimizu. Adam Tony Silvestro, Priyanka Sivasubramaniam, Nicole Leanne Smith. Cici Song, An Lun Su, Goran Subara. Yajuan Sun, Yulin Sun, Caitlin Valenga. Yu Ying Wang, Chun Jing Wang, Jenna Noel Caitlin Whittish. Jacqueline Widjaja, Danielle Terry Lynn Wiley, Megan Joanne Wiley. Yi Feng Xu, Jing Xian Yang, Harry Hao Ming Yung. Alexander Wan, Merlin Tang Feng Yuan, Connor Benjamin Zena. Wei Cheng Zhang, Lan Zhao. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors Environment and Resource Studies. Caitlin Marie Adley, Nicholas Michael Allen, Olivia Ann Amaral. Jessica Atuaheni Amankwa. Nicole Elizabeth Turnjack. Nipa Chakraborty. Amanda Chouinard. Michelle Derna Cuomo. Ria Christy Daniels. Maya Elizabeth Donaldson. Ruya Dong. Gina Ashley Duquette. Andrew Eaton. Heba Elbaf. Carissa Lee Finlayson. Jake Tyler Fiorucci. Melody Fraser. Justin Fujimoto. Laura Alexandra Noreen Gerard. Yui Gu. Stephanie Marie Hasty. Darren Murray Jones. Jonathan Michael Jorda. Anna Ruth Wei Mei Khan. Sarah Michelle Lang. Alvin Lee. Carly Brianna Lehman. Katrina Marie Loader. Alexander John Owen McCaig. Calvin McKenney. Megan Annalise Meckler. Jordan Alexander Minos. Curtis Adam Mosier. Benton North. Matthew Paluch. Kevin Parsons. Christopher James Raftis. Catherine Elizabeth Russell. Daniel Afu Saley. Jillian Veronica Simpson. Zachary Timothy Charles Smith. Dominique Souris. Taylor Stafford. Aisha Jandaya Stewart. Brian John Studer. Lo Ming James Tam. Hyo Man Tin. Hillary Rachel Uniacke. Cassidy Taryn Veenstra. Mitchell Stephen Voss. Namanja Bukoje. Xin Hu Wang. Ya Song Wang. Emily Wilson. Hayden Yuk Hei Wong. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors Geography and Aviation. Victor Chingman Chow. Cameron William George Fuchs. Alfonso Miguel Yardaleza. Chelsea Ann Eleanor Edwards, and she is also the recipient of the Faculty of Environment for Distinguished Academic Achievement Award. Siobhan Holly O'Hanlon. Ying Kong Peng. Michael John Slaggers. Jong Hyun Song. Andrew Spanton. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors Geography and Environmental Management. John Bundria. Cassandra Aniki Berggraf. James Frederick Coburn. Brandon John Francis Coveney. Rayhan Osman Cumming. Cameron Lockhart Curran. Nina Maria Delicart. Kevin Dufault. Sharita May Ellis. Shane Timothy Fuchs, Jason Gale, Shannon Ashley Gardner, Tasha Lee Jessica Gauthier, Sarah Ann Green, Saad Hassan Hussein, Luke Thomas Jeffries, Sarah Lynn Keating, Alicia Kumari, Brian Cody Lammert, Xing Lei Lau, Dalton David James Loveday, Andrew James McDonald, John Alexander Wilson Minori, Paulina Tata Marchik, Rachel Faith McAllister, Isabella McKenzie, Patricia Minko, Haley Mosher, Hing Yuk Anson Ing, Emma Ray Newsley, Miami Payne, Samuel Michael Querapel, Cameron Scott Richardson, Kyle Evans Slade, Natalie Franca Taylor, Alexandra Thompson, Dana Catherine Thompson, Vicky Renee Vanthoff, Carina Maria Vijo Gutierrez, John Adam Walker, Ingrid Chin Chin Wong, Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors Geomatics. Xiao Jing Chow, Tyler Christopher Chung, Jed Lawrence Cheng. Sheng Feng Deng, Paul Donchenko, Liuyi Guo. Thaddeus Yin Lok Ip, Yan Jun Jiang, Luke Andrew Johnson. Hui Peng Liao, Xia Liu, Brandon Alexander Love. Darlene Mai Hien Tran, Xing Wang. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors International Development. Nathan Henderson, Neela Aaron Kerr, Connor Lockhart. Caitlin Sarah Murray, Natasha Rueda, Amy Lynn Salmon. Sarah Hoy Lam Tam, Meg Kathleen Williams. Our next graduate, Jacob Winter, is also the recipient of the Faculty of Environment for Distinguished Academic Achievement Award. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Environmental Studies, Honors Planning. Moga Ahmed Abu Al-Soud, Adam Alexander Agar, Heather Pauline Au, Megan Teresa Backos, Elena Baldassara. Anand Balram. Ashley Lynn Barter. Nadine Antonia Belcastro. Kayla Blakely. Samantha Bomert. Marlene Jane Castellan. Iris Inga Lam Chan. Jacqueline Chi Man Chan. Siu Hin Andus Chen. Ja Shin Chen. Cynthia Chiu Chen. Lindsay Clark. Mark Gregory Condello. Christopher Cosentino. Flavia Sabina Krasian. James Jacob Daniel. Rika Dave. Rachel Catherine Demers. Stephen Glenn Desault. Heather Margaret Dixon. Narayan Samuel Donaldson. James Benjamin Elliott. Ashley Megan Faulkner. Mustafa Gasson. Kaylee Gillis. Laura Ann Hagerman. Gregory Hayes. Shika Mahesh Jagwani. Gudmundur Christian Jonsson. Louis Gabriel Juarez. Paul Klassen. Sharon Lamb. Emily Lamb. Connor Joseph Leyerbauer. Rebecca Chi Wen Lien. Yishan Liu. Shannon Ann Marvin. Charlotte Elizabeth Ronson McEwen. Rory Robertson McNeil. Christy Ann Molesky. Vitambiko Zimkonde Mango. Alicia Mary Monteith. Alexander Patrick Morrison. Jacqueline Hannah Naiman. Olivia Christina Ann Neater. Michelle Man Q Ing. Sasha Ferreira Oliveira. Christopher Bernard Oliver. Leah Ann Quinn. Dong J. Franklin Rowe. Logan Joseph Nielsen Rumpf. Harrison Sharameta. Erin Charlotte Smith. Shelby Marie Swinfield. Michaela Sword. Our next graduate, Ginny Tran, is also the recipient of the Faculty of Environment for Distinguished Academic Achievement Award. Brittany Lynn Tuttle. Deepika Vigneswaran. Anchal Veer. Brody Nicholas Vissers. Elkin Kingsley Wan. Adam Anthony Wendland. Mark David Williamson. Lindsay Ann Wong. Melanie Grace Zakarian. Shuang Zhang. Yan Zhuang. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Knowledge Integration Honors Program. Natalie Chi Yan Chan, Clarice Chin, Avery Clark. Our next graduate, Sarah Bela Judith Dolman, is also the recipient of the Faculty of Environment for Distinguished Academic Achievement Award. Krista Rose Davis, Patrick Famaran, Monica Elizabeth Grove. Celine Huot, Rebecca Marie Little, Sally Liu. Akanksha Madden, Jasmine Diane Mance, Bradley Shane Morgenstein. Melanie Osmond, Sarah Pierce, Sam Petrie. Jamie Ann Grace Vinken, Megan Priya Wahab. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Applied Environmental Studies. Wen Tian. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Arts. Lauren Nicole Ager, Alicia M. Allaire, Jennifer Giesbrecht, Our next graduate, Anne Elise Tadgel, is also the recipient for Outstanding Achievement in Graduate Studies in a Master's Program. Jing Ya Chao, Cyrus Yan. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Climate Change. Rayale Mohammadi. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Development Practice. Rana Abd El Hamid, Tarek Mohammed Yahya El Farah, Eva Bonchek, Ian Chow, Babalisk Lily Hamid, Phoebe Chern Lin Lam, Nagar Nikayan, Manal Rajan, Ria Sims, Tessa Soltandik. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Environment and Business. Megan Haas, Sarah Elizabeth Farino. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Environmental Studies. Hanny Fard, Ifedeo Adenyi, Sarah Christine Anderson. Jason Angel, Jocelyn Leah Beatty, Zachary Stanley McKay Bogdan. Anushika De Silva, Zachary Folger Larond, Allison Elizabeth Graham, Natalie Heltzinger, Patricia Huyn, Sananthan Casadas, Megan Nancy Kerr, Wei Lee, Melissa Ann Menzies. Sayadali, Mostolizade, Yang Mu, Olawuwo Oni. Adaboy, Oya Gunle, Clara Paya, Arun Raj. Ashok Selvaraj, Joshua Patrick Shea, Saida Sultana. Janine Vanry, Colin Allen Bruce Wallace, Vivian Helena Yan. Hao Cheng Zhang. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Master of Science. Jeffrey Yui Hin Chan, Medora DePante, Y To Vito Lam, Emily Louise Perez, Lan Ying Wong, Min Ji Wang. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Philosophy. Stephen Alexander is also the recipient for outstanding achievement in graduate studies in a doctoral program. Holly Lorene Gardner. Scott James Ketchison. Adrienne McDonald. Cameron Ross McCordick. Zenab Mogul. Kiana Zolfagari. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I now request you to confer in absentia the various and several degrees upon those candidates who were approved by Senate but who were unable to be present at today's convocation.
I confer the degrees in absentia.
I now invite Robert Gorbett, Chair of the Department of Knowledge Integration, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Catherine Plaisance. The Distinguished Teacher Award was established by the Senate of the University to recognize individuals with a continued record of excellence in teaching at Waterloo. Recipients must be nominated by their students and are selected by a committee consisting of undergraduate and graduate students, alumni, and faculty. Katie Plaisance joined the Knowledge Integration Program in 2009, just in time to develop and deliver the very first second-year core courses from scratch. Since that time, her teaching and mentorship has had a transformative impact on both students and colleagues. Her teaching has been described as inspirational, transformative, experimental, rigorous, collaborative, and exciting. Her students comment, Katie has the ability to challenge her students while simultaneously building academic confidence. Every student that takes a class with Katie grows as a writer, a philosopher, a learner, and a listener. And Katie is able to dig to the heart of the subject and bring a class of 40 with her in such a way that they tangle with the ideas for days or years afterwards. Her courses have had a huge effect on how I see the world and my place in it. That from one of Katie's students. Her faculty mentorship reached new heights this year when she and 3 upper year knowledge integration students, 2 of whom crossed the podium just earlier, presented a 2-day campus-wide workshop for students and faculty on collaborative skills and teaching collaboration in the classroom. Many faculty who attended remarked that it would change the way that they taught in their classrooms. Fittingly, the workshop was the outcome of an experimental course designed collaboratively with her students. To quote one of her colleagues, Katie's pedagogy is rigorous and exciting at the same time. She is rapidly emerging as one of Waterloo's leading exemplars in teaching. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of her outstanding achievement in teaching, I ask you to present the Distinguished Teacher Award to Catherine Plaisance. Katie, don't go too far. We have another special presentation for you from your parents, who send this message to Katie with love and pride from your mom and dad. Wish we could be with you on this special day. I now invite Ian McNaughton, alumnus, to the podium.
Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, ladies and gentlemen. Convocation is an exciting time of year where we celebrate the incredible accomplishments of our graduates. During spring Convocation, we recognize the recipients of the prestigious Alumni Gold Medal that is awarded to the most distinguished undergraduate from each faculty. The Alumni Gold Medal signifies an incredible accomplishment that we recognize each recipient for in the presence of their peers, whom have shared their journey from celebrated student to esteemed alumnus. Each medal represents the hard work and dedication of its recipient by symbolizing the vital role alumni play in advancing the university's academic pursuits and reputation. While your status may have changed from student to alumnus, your relationship with the university should only grow, as this remarkable institution works to support your personal and professional growth. This chapter in your life provides an exciting opportunity to engage with the university in a new way. There are opportunities available to you as a new alumnus that will help you to build on and support your success and provide you with perks to have a little fun along the way. Mr. Chancellor, as a graduate of the university's Faculty of Environment in Regional Planning and Resource Development, I am honored to present to you the 2016 recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal for outstanding academic performance in an undergraduate program, having received a Bachelor of Environmental Studies, a specialization in Earth System Science, and a minor in Management Studies. Zinni Cowing. I now invite the President and Vice Chancellor to the podium.
What did you think of the Convocation video? I'm kindly and humbly reminded to hold on to my day job. I'm happy to inform you that there will be no further speeches after this one. Okay. Graduates of the spring class of 2016, You worked hard for this. Your hopes for your future have hinged on this, and now that future beckons. It's my honor to call you alumni of the University of Waterloo. Welcome to the club. Having participated in so many convocation ceremonies, I know how precarious my speaking role is today. I'm standing between you, your beaming family and friends, and a well-earned party. I hope there will be one. So I'll keep this brief, and really, why shouldn't I? You've already done everything we have asked you to do. You worked hard to get accepted to Waterloo. You did the work and got the grades and earned your degrees. You've grown as thinkers and as professionals. You've checked all the boxes. That's how we think about most experiences in our lives, isn't it? As a deal, as a transaction. Even university education is sometimes thought of as a cold exchange. Time for knowledge, cash for credentials. But before you go, I want you to know something. You mean more to us than that. We chose you carefully. Of your cohort's tens of thousands of applicants, we chose you few. And of the approximately 25,000 universities in the world, you chose Waterloo. This isn't just a contract, graduates. It's a covenant. It's a relationship. The University of Waterloo isn't a service provider or a campus. Not really. We are a community. And you will always be members. You belong here. As great thinkers like the author David Brooks have noted, there's a lack of belonging in the world you're heading into. There's great freedom and individuality, but there's also great insularity and great fragmentation. But you matter to this community. You have roots here. Thank you for letting the University of Waterloo be a part of your life yesterday, today, and tomorrow. You know, it's been 4 or 5, I hope not longer than that, years, but we have actually been through a lot together. As Canadians, our country has emerged from the worst financial crisis since the Great Depression, since you first logged on to Quest. Technology has changed too. Snapchat wasn't a thing when your parents dropped you off at V1 or UWP or any of your great residence communities. Even the job market is vastly different than when you started at the University of Waterloo. Many industries, some led by your fellow alumni, are ushering into the fourth industrial revolution in cars, in environment, in biotech, in the digital arts. The world has changed since Monte Carlo night. Even the seats in this gymnasium have changed. You may have noticed that after about 30, 40 years, the seats are new, brand new, and it's absolutely delighted. But you know what? You are ready for all these changes, for all of it. The world outside this university has changed, but you have changed with it, graduates. You're not the same kids your parents dropped off 4 or 5 years ago. They can see it clearly as I can. You are smarter, tougher, and more experienced now, and all because of this place. And the University of Waterloo is more relevant, more connected to society, and more in touch with the values of your generation than when you started, and because of you. Because you spoke up and made this university your own by insisting we reflect your values. Values and priorities like gender equity, like diversity, like entrepreneurship, like international connections and global perspectives. The University of Waterloo now leads in these fields because we've made each other stronger. We are a team, graduates, and that's what teams do. As leader of this team and throughout my career as an educator, I've learned this. We are completely dependent upon our teammates for our success. Start your lives as Waterloo alumni knowing that you can depend on your alma mater. Going forward, we can help you stay connected with this community. We can give you access to our alumni network around the world. We can strengthen your careers with continuing education and professional development. We can share your successes with other alumni. And we can help you leverage this institution's global reach and reputation as you chase down your dreams. And we depend on you. We need you to tell people what this university means to you, why this community matters, and what makes it so special. Your relationship with the University of Waterloo changes today. It doesn't end. It evolves. You were students once, now you're alumni, now you're advocates, and you're going to make us very proud. I speak for this entire auditorium and for your 180,000 fellow alumni around the world when I say you already have. Congratulations, graduates, enjoy the day, and thank you for being here.
Well, we have 6 minutes left if you'd like to hear some more speeches. No. I would ask that everyone that is able, if you would please rise. And I now declare the convocation is adjourned.